हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, मैं आपका SRM सर, आपका यूट्यूब चैनल सौम्य एजुकेशन. So let us start the second part of the thermodynamics chapter. 2 to 3 video lecture we will finish this chapter. Okay, this is a theory based chapter and some conceptual things are there. So let us start. Okay, what is called heat? Now it is a form of energy which can transfer from hotter body to colder body. Okay, here what is heat? Now heat is a form of energy which can transfer from hotter body to colder body. If there are two body, that is hot body and another is cold body. So always the heat transfer from hotter body to colder body. When heat transfer from system to surrounding, when heat transfer from the system to surrounding, then it is called as negative heat. When heat transfer from surrounding to system, then it is called as positive heat. Okay, जब सिस्टम हीट गेन करता है तो वो पॉजिटिव कहलाता है, और जब सिस्टम हीट लॉस करता है तब हम उसको नेगेटिव हीट बोलते हैं. ओके, देन कम टू द this. When here 0 degree Celsius, this body is at 0 degree Celsius and another body is 100 degree Celsius, and a separation is placed in between them. If the temperature difference is maximum, here the temperature difference is 100 degree Celsius. In the second, your temperature difference is 50 degree Celsius. Here also the temperature difference is 0 degree. Where the temperature difference is more, then the heat flow is maximum. Okay, and where the temperature difference is less, there the heat flow is also minimum. Okay, जहाँ पर टेम्परेचर डिफरेंट मैक्सिमम होगा वहाँ पर हीट ट्रांसफ़र मैक्सिमम होगा, और जहाँ पर टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस मिनिमम होगा वहाँ पर हीट ट्रांसफ़र भी मिनिमम होगा. ओके, देन कम टू व्हाट इज वर्क. ना वर्क इज इक्वल टू फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. दिस इज द मैकेनिकल एंड फिजिकल वर्क. Okay, we know that pressure is equal to force upon area, and force is equal to pressure multiplies with area. Okay, so we will write in the place of force is equal to pressure into area and ds. So after multiplying this, area into ds is equals to, we know that delta v, that is change in volume. Okay, so we can write pressure into delta v, that is chemical changes. Force into displacement is called as mechanical or physical work, but for pressure into delta v is called as chemical change, that is used for chemistry only. Work done is equal to pressure into volume, change in volume. Okay, then come to, there are two types of work. One is compressive work, where the work done on the system, माने the force applied on the system, that is the external force applied on the system, and another one is expansional work done on the system and work done by the system. Okay, so let us discuss about compressional work. What do you mean by compressional work? Now the work in which the volume of the system decreases by application of external pressure is called as work done on the system or compressional work. Here here what is compressional work, again we will discuss. The work in which the volume of the system decreases by applying the external pressure. Okay, okay, so compressional work is defined as the work in which the volume of the system decreases by the application of external pressure on the system is called as compressional work. Here external force pressure is applied on the system, so the initial volume is V1 and the final volume is V2, so the change in volume is delta V is equal to V2 upon V2 minus V1. Okay, so here the pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. So we know the formula, work done according to chemical formula, work done is equal to pressure into P external into change in volume. So W is equal to P external into V1 minus V2. So here the work done is positive. So we conclude that the volume of the gas decreases and the collision between the gas molecule increases. Okay. Here we conclude that the volume of the gas decreases and the collision between the gas molecule increases. Volume decrease kala, collision. So the particles which are moving randomly inside the system, they collide when the volume decreases. So they are collide each other due to decrease in space. So the energy of the system also increases. Collision increases, so it is called as positive work. Okay, so it is called as positive work. Then come to compressional work. What is compressional work? Here the work done by the system. Okay, here P internal, the work in which the volume of the system increases by the application of internal pressure is called as work done by the system. Here in compressional work the external pressure is acted on the system, but in the expansional work here the internal pressure acted by the system. Okay, the work in which the volume of the system increases by the application of internal pressure. Okay, so then come to the formula, work done is equal to P into delta V, that is P into V2 minus V1, that is equal to V minus negative work. Why it should be negative work? Because here the final volume is greater than the initial volume, so that is a negative work. So we conclude that here the volume of the gas, increases. So the particles are moving random. So the particles are moving randomly inside the system. They get a large space, so they move freely. So the collision decreases and the energy also decreases. So it is called as negative work. Okay. Then come to the difference between the compressional work and the expansional work. Okay. Here the volume of the gas decreases. In case of compressional work, P external force acted, so the volume decreases. Here the energy also here the volume decreases, collision increases and energy also increases. This is also called as positive work, because the work done on the system. Okay, so as here the energy increases, so it is called as positive work. This is also called as work done on the system. Okay, here the energy of the system increases, this is called as positive work. Similarly, here the volume of the gas increases but the collision decreases, so the energy of the system will also decreases, so it is called as negative work. This is also called as work done by the system. Okay, then come to the unit of work. We know that the formula work done is equal to pressure into delta V. We know the unit of pressure, that is atmosphere, and also we know that the unit of volume is liter. So the unit of work done according to chemistry point of view, that is liter atmosphere, that is 101.3 joule, that is 1 liter atmosphere is equal to 101.3 joule. Okay, then come to the concept that is internal energy. What is internal energy? It is denoted as U. Okay, it is the amount of energy stored in a body at constant volume and constant and temperature is called as internal energy. Okay, here internal energy it is a state function, because what is state function we know in the previous video lecture. Now, state function which does not depend upon path. So the example are internal energy, entropy and enthalpy. So these are the state function, as they are does not depend upon the path, as they are not depend upon the path. Okay, the internal energy of a body cannot be determined perpetually by us. It is so it is determined by bomb calorie meter. It is a instrument or device which is used to measurement the internal energy of the body. Okay, so internal energy is equals to UP minus UR, that is in a reaction energy of the productant minus energy of the reactant. Okay, then come to the first law of the thermodynamics. What is the first law of the thermodynamics? Now this is the law based upon the law of conservation of energy. What is the law of conservation of energy? We know the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be transferred from one form to another form. Okay, when the amount of energy disappear by the system, then the same amount of energy also appear in the surrounding. Okay, the energy flow from always the energy flow from higher body to lower body. Okay, then come to the derivation of the first law of the thermodynamics. Okay, let the amount of energy of the body is U1. Let we give Q amount of heat to this body. So the amount of energy inside the body is U2, that is equal to U1 plus Q. So here W amount of work will be done. So U2 is equal to U1. So we can write U2 is equal to U1 plus W plus Q. Okay, first we have to consider the internal energy of a body is U1. Then let we give Q amount of heat to this body. So the total internal energy of the body now is equals to U1 plus Q. When a charge taking from one point to another point, then some amount of work will be done. So again we can write the total internal energy of the body now is equal to U2 is equals to U1 plus W plus Q. So you then taking U1 into this side, then U2 minus U1 is equal to Q1 plus W, that is delta U is equal to Q plus W. This is the first law of the thermodynamics. Then when the volume of the system decreases, so the work done on the system, so the volume increases, so the collision increases, so the energy of the system increases. So it is positive work, and positive the volume increases, so it is the negative. The work done on the system positive, work done by the system negative. Heat is absorbed by the system is positive, and heat is emitted by the system, that is negative. Okay, then come to the concept that is enthalpy. What is enthalpy? That is the amount of energy stored in a body at constant pressure is called as enthalpy of the body. Okay, it is also defined as the summation of internal energy with the product of pressure and volume. Okay, so what is called enthalpy in mathematical terms? Or not the enthalpy is also defined as the summation of internal energy with the product of pressure and volume. Okay, so S is equals to, here the enthalpy can be denoted by H. So H is equals to U plus PV. As enthalpy is a state function, we know that enthalpy does not depend upon the path. So it is a So we know that enthalpy does not depend upon the path. So it is a state function. So delta H is equals to H2 minus H1. H1 is equal to U1 plus pressure. We know that here the pressure is constant. So U1 plus PV1. H2 is equal to U2 plus PV2. So that delta H is equals to H2 minus H1. That is U2 plus PV2 minus U1 plus PV1. That is U2 plus PV2 minus U1 minus PV1. Then take minus PV1 towards PV2 and minus U1 towards U2. That is U2 minus U1 plus P common, taking P into common, then V2 minus V1. That is change in enthalpy is equals to change in internal energy plus work done. Okay. That is delta H is equal to delta U plus W. We know that also PB is equal to nRT. So we know that W is equal to P delta V. So in place of P delta V, we also write W and also write delta nRT as delta V. So delta nRT. So delta H is equals to delta U plus delta nRT. So in this video lecture, we will discuss about what is heat, what is the first law of thermodynamics, what is internal energy, what is enthalpy. So thank you students. वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना. In the next video lecture we will discuss about or other things of this chapter and finish these chapters yearly. Okay, thank you.